Good morning, everybody. It's Clint here with CCUA. We are back for another VEG Out video. So today we're doing some craft time with Clint. We have a really fun project today. We are repurposing a broken mug to be a fairy garden. So this is a fun activity to do if you have a broken mug laying around the house. One thing to think about is the corners, the edges of broken ceramic can be really sharp. So just keep that in mind while you're working. We wouldn't want anybody getting a cut. So you can see I've got my mug here. I was doing dishes the other day, and it slipped out of my hand and just fell right there and just cracked right off. It's pretty sad. I really like this mug. It's a beautiful Parisian cityscape. You see the Eiffel Tower on there. But I thought, you know what? It's too nice to toss out. I wonder what else I can do with it. I thought, I'm going to make a little fairy garden. So what we're going to do is take this mug, fill it up with some potting soil, plant some plants in it, and of course we've got our little gnome, because it wouldn't be a fairy garden without some sort of whimsical creature. So the three plants that I picked today, I just got out of my garden. I have some small leaf thyme. I have, and then I'm not sure exactly what kind, but two different types of sedum that we can use as well. So really you're only limited by your imagination and by what is tiny enough to actually fit in it. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to want to put a little bit of potting soil right in here. We're going to tamp it down just a little bit. And then we want to start building some sort of walls. Now this is a little bit too big because it was the original size, so that's not going to fit in there very well. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to try and break a little chunk off of there. We'll see how easy that is to do. Got an idea. Ta-da! I may have lost the other piece though. It's alright. Still a little too big. I wonder if I can just crack this in half. Maybe not as easy as I thought. Go. We got a few different size chunks to work with here. Just a little bit more soil in there. We're gonna just fill it up to the bottom of where it's cracked. Add in a little wall right here. Kind of squish that soil in around it to stabilize a little bit. You can actually add some of these. These will be kind of like sort of like steps leading up to our fairy garden. Just keep filling that with potting mix as you go. Now, one of the fun things about this activity is no two broken mugs are ever going to be exactly the same. So you get to be a little bit creative with how you construct this. Don't worry about getting the outside dirty or anything like that. We can always just clean that up once we're at the end. So there we are. We've got our little step up here. I got one more piece in there to kind of help keep it all together. So there's our basic structure. Not quite done yet. We are going to add in, we're going to get our little gnome in here. Alright, so now we can start getting some of these plants in. Take this guy out, we'll put him in very last. So I want a few of these. I definitely want some of this small leaf thyme because I think it's so adorable. I'm going to look for some good roots on here. There we go. Get some of this straw out. We're just going to give it a little bit of a haircut. And then the rest of this we'll bury in here. We might have to remove some of that soil we put in. That's okay. Now it's not going to look perfect right after we make it. It's going to take a little bit of time for some of these plants to fill in, and that is a-okay. But you got to start somewhere, right? All right, so that thyme is in there, and then I want a little bit of this stuff. I just like the kind of bright lime green color it's got. So again, I'm going to give this a bit of a haircut, and it'll grow right back. It won't take this stuff too long. Got some nice root on there. So we're just going to kind of push this down right along the edge. Make sure those roots are in there and have good soil contact. Like I said, these are pretty hardy plants. They're not going to be too sad to be a little roughhoused. Sprinkle some dirt over top. And after these get established, then we can go in and do a little bit more cleanup and get a little bit more of that final shape that we're looking for, because some of our stairs, our steps in here are getting a little covered up. But there you go. We've got 2 plants and our gnome. Now hopefully these plants will grow up and you won't be able to see our gnome's little support stick down there. And it'll just be a nice little grassy, or should I say tiny, patch for our gnome to hang out in. And there you have it. Got a beautiful repurposed fairy garden. So you want to water it. You want to be careful because it is still potting soil with brand new plants. So I'm just going to use this little squeeze bottle to give it a bit of water. You can use a spray bottle or just whatever you got laying around. You just want to make sure you don't drench it and cause you to lose your plants in your soil. Also use this to just clean the outside. It's a bit of a mess. My normal wash there. And there you have it. Fairy garden. Well, thanks for joining us today, everybody. We will see you all tomorrow with another fun Veg Out video. Have a good day.